Sup guys, Jello here. Literally probably like 5 minutes ago the UPS came over and delivered my computer goodies that I ordered, and I think it's some good goodies in my opinion. I almost said something to the UPS driver because I saw what they were doing to the boxes and how they were just dropping them, and I almost said something to them. So if I see that next time, I'm going to go off on them, and they're not going to like what I have to say, and let alone I'll probably call their supervisor saying, hey, do you know what the value of these products that you guys are shipping? And if not, you probably shouldn't be slinging them around like they're pieces of bubblegum candy. I haven't even opened up the boxes yet, so you get to see me open it up. I got this one package from what is it, UPS, or not UPS, but one package from Amazon, and apparently my phone went off, so it's my wife texting me. Supposed to be going to a Avalanche hockey game today, so I was hoping that they would deliver this package in time, and they did. So I am unboxed, or actually just cutting open the box right now, and you're gonna ponder on this first item I have. And I can tell you right off the bat, and I'm going to use this for documentation right here. So if this power supply doesn't work and they say we need proof, this is also why I make unboxing videos, to have proof of the item. So I just took it out of the box and it's already ripped right here. This is where it's ripped. The seal hasn't been broken yet, I can tell, but this part right here has been ripped. So if something isn't going to work on the power supply, I have video of it, that the package received damaged via Amazon. I also had this next day to be delivered the same day of my two other items that I have. So this right here, I got the AX1200i power supply. Right here, time to upgrade the power supply. I might have to get another one, and I'll show you the reason why. So here's the box and everything. Right here again, showing this right there. So always make documentation of your stuff, guys, in case something happens awry. Alright, so here's the flap. And then here's the Corsair power supply. I'm pulling it out right now. And here's the box, if you want to see it right there. Then it has a little tab, you know, that you can see, saying, hey, this is our power supply. You know, the back right here and everything like that. So that is going right back in the box. Now it looks like it has a SKU and some kind of sticker on the Corsair box itself. So of course, I'm not going to try to show that. Go ahead and cut that open. And please keep in mind, I am doing this all by myself. I don't have help from my wife or anything like that. So of course, you're going to get your manual right here, all that fun stuff. Tells you how to hook it up and everything like that. You have a warranty guide. I believe it's 7 years for this power supply, if I checked it correctly. Alright, also this is telling you to download the latest Corsair software. That's right, this PSU itself, you can monitor how much power draw is coming out of the power supply and all that fun stuff to your graphics cards, your motherboard, you know, all that stuff. Alright, first we got, you know, standard plug right here. Not gonna do that, and this is really annoying me, so I'm gonna lower down my volume. Okay, next up we're gonna do the accessories first, and then we'll get to the power supply itself. Okay, this is in a silver packaging. I have no idea. I can't even see it, so I'm gonna have to open that. But before we get to that, you're gonna have a Corsair badge. It looks like some foam, some screws, and some zip ties, which is pretty much a standard with Corsair now. So let me see if I can open this up without any problems. So use a trusty old knife to create a slit. So I can... Okay, there we go. Okay, this right here is going to go into your USB header on your motherboard. That's how you're going to monitor this power supply and what it's drawing and what it's doing and everything like that. So you have a USB header, plugs into your motherboard, and then this more than likely will plug into your power supply. It's called the Corsair Link. Then underneath it says digital. So here we go. And this is probably going to be a lengthy video too, probably 15 to 20 minutes long, depending on what I have to show. So let me get everything out of here. So, okay, your SATA connection, SATA connectors, all right here. And I'm guessing this right here is the Corsair Link that goes to it. This is what goes to this little guy right here. Alright. Now you have your SATA and your 4-pin connectors, or your 4-pin Molex. All right here. We have all this stuff. I'm not going to try to show all of it. I don't see the point in that. But these are just standard flat black cables right here. And then we get to the higher end stuff. Actually, they're still producing 4-pin Molex for your floppy drives. I'm just wondering who still uses your floppy drive these days. But anyways, here are the cables themselves. High quality sleeving, it looks like. And what I mean by high quality is if I can look, like what I do is I take a light or take it really close to the light and I basically look down, and if I can see a yellow, a black, and a red wire, no, it's not sleeved good. But this one looks like I can't see anything, let alone the wires themselves are black too. So that's awesome that they sleeve these cables and everything like that. So I'll go ahead and put all these cables away. I got a ton of them here, you know, so alright, putting all the cables back, and I'm hoping these aren't to me, I'm hoping these cables aren't that short. If they're short, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna have to extend them or whatever with PCI Express extenders. So we'll see. But next up, we're gonna do the big unit. Get it? Haha. Joke there. But Corsair, when you get a high-end power supply, they're gonna give you a nice gift bag. It seems, you know, with the power supply inside it. So we're gonna go ahead and take that out. You're gonna have plastic wrap around it. And I saw that their AX power supplies was actually for a while, and this is probably a couple years ago, they were having problems, but I guess that has been solved. But I opted for the 1200i because I want to see what kind of voltages my system is using. And then this right here has a sticker on the unit itself, and it says silent operation at low to moderate loads. In this mode, the fan will not spin. Okay. So it looks like they have a couple extra things in here, actually. Well, I mean by things, I mean connectors inside here, inside the PCB. It almost looks like fans or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at this. Okay. So we have a lot of connections here, and I'm assuming this 4-pin right here is your COM port. That's where it's going to hook up at, right here. And then, excuse me, very, very top right here where it says COM port. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 6 plus 2 PCI Express and 4 plus 4 CPU connectors. Of course, you have peripheral and SATA, your 24-pin ATX, and then all that fun stuff that comes with it. So good stuff. Alright, so we have that. I don't need this, so I can put this back. If I'm not going to use it, I try to tend to put things back in where they should be, just so I don't lose it. Okay, here, and then I'm going to put the nice little goodie bag back, and then that's done. All that fun stuff. More cables, more cables. Seems like there's always cables. Okay, so we have that. We have an extra power supply. That's right, I'm going to be using 2 power supplies for my build, and you guys are going to be wondering why. Well, I'm going to show you why in a minute. Okay? As you guys know, I already got 1 GPU, but I decided that my graphics card was a little lonely and needed a friend or two. So, my wife actually helped pay for this. She actually got one of these cards for me. Okay. I'm not going to show that because it has my information on it. But okay. Here, we got 1 Kingpin card. So that's 2 Kingpin cards in my system. And if you look at it, yeah, 1200 watt power supply. Probably should be able to power it just fine or whatever. And then I got to thinking, well, I got another surprise here. If I can cut it open. Okay. Again, more stuff. More bots, more foam. How about another one? That's right, guys. This is excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. This is trying to be and make the most badass build as I can. So I'm going to have 3 Kingpins in my system. I'm going to have 2 power supplies running my system, because if you do 450, I'll do it on my computer right now if I can pull up the calculator real quick. So, 1 second. I want the calculator in front. So if you do 450 times 3, that's a total of 1,350 watt draw just from the cards itself under full load. Mind you, only under full load. I've seen people where they say, hey, some of these cards can pull just by themselves 400 to 500 watts, which is insane. So that's why I got the Corsair AX 1200i power supply, and then I'll probably get a AX 1200 power supply, because I have one where I'm going to kind of monitor my cards, and then have another one where it's going to be predominantly powering up 1 GPU and then the rest of my system, and then the other power supply is going to be powering up 2 of these guys right here, 2 Kingpins right here, and then my water cooling stuff, because I plan to water cool and all that stuff. I still need to get a new case. I want to get the STH10 case and everything like that. So again, it's just saving up, you know, and spending wisely. This is my hobby. This is what I like to do, is make, you know, a badass system, you know, got a monitor, you know, all that fun stuff. So now we got 2 more of these bad boys, because I thought one was a little, it was okay, you know, and then SLI, yeah, that's awesome. But if you do try SLI, that's awesome, even more awesome to me. The reason being, this is my first try SLI setup ever, meaning actually having 3 cards in the system. This is my first time, so wish me luck on that. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm sorry if it's a little too long for your liking, but anyways, comment, subscribe, rate this video. Have any comments as my video format or what I could do better on my channel, please let me know. And you guys have a great day now. Bye.